Get it? I want to start off the day by wishing Dr. King a happy birthday, man, and Brother Malcolm also. I'd like to thank the ones that was in the civil rights movement that showed that discipline, that tenacity, that smart. But here's the deal: we got to cash the check, ladies and gentlemen. FBA, it's time we cash that check. This is FBA South. This is OG Frost TV. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Yeah, we must cash that check in. It's time for the check to be cashed in. It's time we get back to discipline, get financial literacy in the community, but we must have self-discipline. And in time, like they say, the South must rise again. FBA South must rise again because we have no leadership coming from the north, the west, or the east coast. Okay, they all on some banana in the tailpipe type stuff. That's over with. The leadership must come from FBA South. Okay, we don't have time for the tether. Now we got two of our brothers arguing about nothing. They both FBA, but they arguing about nothing. That what Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniel arguing about is all about nothing. That ain't putting no money in nobody's pockets but theirs. It ain't helping the community. It don't matter. See, that's why I say I'm an independent. I'm not for the left or for the right. I believe black people should sit out until you get those reparations. There's no need in voting for neither party until you get those reparations. We must come together and get our own lobbyists. All the Divine Nine, the NAACP, they ain't gonna tell you that. So they keep getting donations to that thing. See, all them churches in our community, they got them 501c3s. They don't have no daycare. They don't have no learning system. No learning system whatsoever. No activity for the kids to do after school to teach them about their history, to teach them about what the future look like. We must have vision in the community also. All that they can get you, they can't get you in heaven. They can't even get themselves in heaven. If a preacher worth himself in himself, he will tell you that. The only preacher I even care to listen to is Gino Jenkins. All the rest of them, they faking it to make it. They can't get you into heaven just like they can't get you themselves into heaven. And these days and times, there's no reason why you should not know how to read your Bible, comprehend your Bible. You got Chat GPT that can comprehend word for word. You know what I'm saying? You got four opinions on what they felt like Jesus' time was when Jesus was living. And I ain't got nothing against no one's religion. You could be a Muslim, you could be a Christian, you could be whatever you choose to be. That's the beautiful thing about the Constitution. See, if you don't read the Constitution, you know you can even have the right to not even want nothing to do with none of that if that's what you choose to do. But the beautiful thing is about the Constitution is you got the Second Amendment and you stand on that. But you must be financially illiterate. Just like our ancestors back in the days couldn't read and write, we got the same problem now. No discipline, no financial literacy here, no looking forward to the future. The Divine Nine claim that they so powerful, but they haven't went out and built the community that they want to see. We should have beautiful community. So the same thing still going on with the bank still debanking us, still redlining us. And doing the same thing in the housing market. Ain't nothing changed. But they ain't investigating that, looking at that. You see, they still playing their games. Now they up there up north faking with the protest. That's not the way Dr. King would want you to protest. He would want you to have to go back and look at it on YouTube and look at the discipline that people had walking up in them counters, getting all that milk, cigarettes put out on them, spit on them, slept on them, dogs put on there. all the disgusting thing that they were doing to our ancestors back in the day. Hmm? Yeah. So all these old fake wannabe prophets, oh, I'm a prophet today. It's like a prophet. Well, bring your first child up there. Then we'll take him out first, and then we'll see if you can bring him back. Because you're not no prophet. It's a lot of fakery going on. And I want y'all to wake up, FBA side. I need y'all to wake all the way up. These are the things you must focus on. Financial literacy. Health. Because health is wealth. You must have discipline. And if you're going to be going to that date somebody, I want you to take them to the health clinic first. Because we got a problem going on very bad in our community. I don't know whether it's coming from that prep mass or whatever it is coming from. But it's a lot of diseases going on in the community. And that must stop. There's no reason disease should be floating in our community. There's no reason we should be financially literate at this stage in life. There's no reason why we can't get together and game plan and get our own lobbying script. There's no need for us to be belonging to a party because the party ain't did nothing for you in the last 60-something years. Either way, you understand what I'm saying? Now, they gave millions of acres away to the Plum Club people. They gave them millions of acres. And took millions of acres from us using eminent domain. So the NAACP ain't did nothing about that. They ain't investigated that. They ain't investigating why all these diseases keep going in the community. And so we're not gonna go out there and protest with nobody. If you're from the FBA South, man, ain't no need to go out there and protest with nobody. Let them go out there and protest. That's what they want to do. Because those are not protests. Those are violent insurrection. You understand what I'm saying? And they going up against federal agents. Now, I ain't never known in my life, living my life, that federal agent didn't work with state agents. I never heard of this. This is something new to me. I thought all police department works together. So this is the first time in modern history that you can see that state agency went against the federal agency. Listen to the governor and the senator. That's against the law. And so the best thing we can do now is focus on us. Focus on our health as well. Focus on financial literacy. Focus on rebuilding our community. If somebody gonna gentrify our community, then we can gentrify our own community. And move the way we need to move. But stop listening to all these fake wannabes. There's somebody, they can get you in the heaven. They can't get you in the heaven. No matter what religion they claim to be. Mm-hmm. If they knew that, then it wouldn't be no deletion of the babies or none of that. It wouldn't be no fighting amongst ourselves, then deleting of ourselves. You understand me? So I want y'all to sit back and observe these people. I want you to look, listen, and retain common sense. You got 7 senses. I want you to use them. Use those 7 senses, man. Get on that chat GPT. We need engineers, man. We need to build our own Facebook, our own Instagram, our own studios. That's why I say I love what 50 doing that, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need to do, build our own ecosystem. And we need not to be dependent on nobody else, man. Because like I said, the bank's been debanking us. Non-investment in our community. And just robbing us blind. And that's the end of that era, man. But you must be financially literate. You must have a degree. Degrees, like I said, are DEAD. It's over with. Ain't that out there. You can't put no money in no bank. Because you already been debanked. And you got to be prepared for what's coming next. You got 100,000 people over there at Davos, but they get to tell 7 billion and 900 million people on how they gonna run the world. That's wrong, man. We gotta get this thing right. We gotta wake up. And we can't work with our brothers from the Caribbean or other continents if they don't want to work with us. If they want to come over here and play tether, and all of a sudden they can tell us what's wrong with us, but we can't tell them what's wrong with their continent. And then we're just, hey, you go mind your business and we'll mind our business. Because I don't see how you been free for the last 60 years and y'all ain't built that continent. Y'all ain't got no free trade zone with each other. There's a lot of things we can say that y'all ain't doing. Mm-hmm. And then we don't get to come over there. You want to say, well, y'all are Africans too. Okay, then, well, what African country I can go to and walk right in without any passport or anything? Then I should just automate everything on the continent should be a citizen. Yeah. So stop playing these manipulation games, trying to be a fake leader for some crumbs. Or you gonna manipulate the people. Like they say, you can fool some people sometimes. You can't fool all the people all the time. And I'm from FBA South. You're not gonna fool me not nail at a time. You're not gonna mislead me that you can get me nowhere. Mm-hmm. And like I tell y'all, ain't no need of you going visiting or going to stay in the continent unless you a multi-millionaire. Okay? Because they over there kidnapping. They still got the slave trade going on over there. And all that old debauchery. So now, and they're not standing with Ibrahim Traoré. They don't want to build up their own community. They want somebody else to come over there and build them out. Then after you build them up, they're going to say they did it and oh, look how proud we is of our community we built. And you did nothing. Mm-hmm. And they're scared of the Europeans. And they sending their peoples out there on the water to die. Instead of creating jobs. But they claim to be smart. And ain't never maybe 3-4 of them countries over there got running water and lights on 24/7. The rest of them, their lights cut off in the midday. When the rainy season coming, it's flooding everywhere. They ain't got good drainage system. They don't know how to get a public works going and clean up the system. But you got people locked up. You can bring them out of prison and have them clean up all that mess. But they ain't using their common sense over there. They want to play this, play dictator. They're leading each other over there. They want to stay in power, they'll delete you. The private sector is crooked. So we don't have time for the games, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I say FBA South and FBA in America must focus on self. Self-improvement, self-discipline, financial literacy, education, and extreme discipline. And make sure your health is always your wealth. And if you meet somebody new and they want to talk to you, you tell them, okay, ain't no problem with that. First place, we're going to the clinic. We're going to make sure our health right, our future health right. Yeah, that's what time it is, man. The games is over with, man. You know what I'm saying? Enough weed and seed, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, see, you got to understand what's coming ahead now. When this birthright citizenship come down for the Supreme Court, it's going to really turn up time to you. You're going to see a lot of people angry and upset and think FBA is supposed to do something about it. No, we're not going to get out there and protest. You got a Chinatown everywhere in America. They can help get out there and protest. You got any zone areas, local convenience store in America. They can help get out there and protest. You know what I'm saying? Then you got some of them using racial slurs, using the N-word. You know what I'm saying? They usually Latinos, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The wetbacks, you know what I'm saying? They want to play them games, you know. But as FBA though, we just need to stand on business, man. Because you can go back and look at Malcolm and Martin, Muhammad Ali. You know, they done had all those discussions. They done had all those discussions till they tongue tied. But they ain't got no game plan for the future. As I listen to all of them, I didn't hear them speak about none game plan for the future. Yeah, you must have your own lobbyist group. You must have a group that's gonna come back and develop the community, open up businesses, open up your own furniture stores, open up your own grocery stores, open up your own everything. You must brainstorm. You must create your own job. That's why I don't care nothing for too much of the rich, cause they kids just looking for a job also, even though they don't have the best of the best. How can you go to a private school, go to an Ivy League school, no thing you do, you get out, you looking for a job. Mm-hmm. But you say you come from where? Why you ain't creating no job? Mm-hmm. You should be a venture capital investor. You can work up there. You can be up there on Wall Street. Mm-hmm. Look at Chicago. It's still one of the racist cities in America. This playbook ain't changed nothing right here. You still got the Confederate statue. Everywhere you go, you see the Confederate statue still standing tall. But they'll tell you forget about your past and your history. And the fake church is going right along with it because they ain't teaching. They got the 501c3. And good thing that the Somalia brought to the light that, oh, you can get funding for all these resources. But they ain't asking for that. They ask for 10% tied out your pockets. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, they seem to think that they can't get themselves into heaven. I wonder how they gonna get you into heaven. That's the funniest thing I ever heard. Mm-hmm. Now, God ain't got nothing wrong with you getting together in communion with each other. And they go for any religion or whatever you want to claim to be. You know what I'm saying? But you must be FBA first. You must come together to make the next generation better and better and better. And they must be tough from every generation that you must be financially literate. You must be disciplined. And you must have vision. And you got seven senses and you got a third eye. You need to wake up and realize ain't nobody coming to save us. Ain't nobody coming to help us. That's all been proven. You got big facts on that. Been sitting around for centuries. Hey, when we gonna get treated right? When we gonna get done right? You ain't gonna get done right till you get some paper. Get your own lobbyist group in every state that FBAs are in, and do for self and create our own ecosystem in every system that we be in. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what time it is. Yeah. And we ain't gonna stoop so low that we got hate in our heart for anybody. Mm-hmm. We don't have no hate in our heart. We don't have no hate in our heart for no one. Even though they're tether, we don't got no hate in our heart. We just call them as they is. Hey man, you know you're a tether, man. Get off around us, man. Go do you. Go play the game you playing. Mm-hmm. Because ain't nowhere in the world somebody can have a 400, 500 year head start and then keep coming up with all these excuses on why this going wrong, why that going wrong. You had a 500 year head start, buddy. A 500 year head start. Mm-hmm. You see, every young man said he got 18 trillion invested. That's why I don't want to beef with no brother. I don't want to hear nothing about no beef. Unless you got 18 trillion invested in our community, develop some businesses and get it popping. Mm-hmm. Cause we all we got. We ain't got nobody else. Mm-hmm. You can't go back to the motherland because they're gonna play the tribal game, they're gonna play the chief game, gonna play the fake president game, gonna play the fake elite game. You understand me? So we don't have time for all that. And they and them over there, they done Patrice and all them, they kept their own leaders, man. So I don't understand them. I guess that's why they still on that tribal game, man. I guess they think we don't know their history. Since they claim to know they don't know our history. But we do know their history. They will sell each other out for a bag of rice. Yeah, man. And so I just want y'all to know, man, that those are the things we must focus on. Opening up the third eye. Like I told you, girl. You got them boys open up their third eye. Mm-hmm. Let them know they got seven senses. They got to sit back, observe, and listen. And self-improvement. We start with self-improvement consists of self-love, self-discipline, self-respect, self-knowledge, And ain't nothing wrong with knowing your history. There's some people that I listened to the other day, a clown was saying, yeah, man, they were more happy well, why was they escaping slavery then, brother? If they was happy. If they were so happy, why was they running away, escaping then? You sound like a clown and a half in the answer that you gave. If somebody happy somewhere, they ain't gonna run nowhere. They ain't gonna try to escape nowhere. And don't let them use our ancestors' history. Tell me, oh, these are slave. No, these ain't no slave patrol. You voluntarily try to come into it. And you can voluntarily come into the United States the right way, and they will not lock you up or none of that, man. So this ain't no slave patrol. Stop letting them people use those names. Get out from around them people, sit back, observe, listen. And then you learn to separate yourself from the real, from the fake, man. Stop being fake with FBA. If you don't want to be around nobody, don't be around nobody. But you must have goals, dreams in life. And they all achievable. And I done told you, you got to have some knowledge, some discipline, man. Because if you don't, man, you're going to be lost in the South in the future, man. Like I said, AI is here, baby. And it's coming harder than ever. Yeah. Yeah. I see they get together and they have the AI conventions and all that. You must have that too. You must look toward the future. Space is the future. That's why all that fake climate change, that's all about rallying your pockets, keeping you in the blind, man, playing that game. Because the super wealthy don't want to give them none of their coins. They want to cuff, fold, and hold for the next 10 generations. That's how you must plan. That's how we must plan for the next 100 generations. Yeah. I'm gonna call a ball, a strike a strike. You must sit, like I said. Good health is good wealth. Being financially literate, being financially sound. Self-love is mean if you love yourself, you wouldn't harm nobody else. The streets is over with. That is over with. They've been labeled a terrorist organization, and here they come. There's two things that coming down the pipeline. I'm gonna put you up on game. Because I know a lot of y'all don't got vision and you don't got wisdom and knowledge and understanding and you can't see that far. Yeah. But what's coming down the pipeline is this birthright citizenship. And then they gonna get at those terrorist organizations that is selling that fentanyl and all that other stuff. Yeah, they gonna get at them, man. And all this playing games, man. They through playing games, man. Now the world should be helping with this fentanyl and all that, but you know them other countries, they love putting their peoples on narcotics. Yeah. Yeah, the same way the United States put their peoples on narcotics. They love putting their peoples on narcotics now. Keep them in the blind, keep them subdued. Keep them where they can't think clear. So don't be going out there getting on them drugs and all that other mess, man. Narcotics and stuff, man. Lose your clarity of thought, man. Yeah. Because ain't no benefit in it. If you want to enjoy life and you want to build something, man, you got to be clear-headed, man. And you must be able to solve a problem. That's the quickest way to get rich. Solve a brainstorm and solve a problem. Yeah, and you must humanize with your fellow FBA. And if you can do something to your other brother, then you should be able to do something to somebody else. Oh, that clown I listened to the other day, man, he loved getting on these apps, man, talking about they was this, man, you just a straight loser, man. Ain't no winning in the streets, man. That's old, that's dead, man. That's the biggest setup that FBAs went for in the world. That's the biggest setup for a man in the world. You can get, yeah, man, you can get it at the street, go set up your own business, man. Go create a job that you ain't been created. That's what we must do. We must create things that ain't been created. And I told y'all we must go back to that black magic, get our swag back. Get our self-discipline back. Get our honor back. Self-respect. Black folks ain't always Get your swag back, man, and get some understanding, man. And if you religious, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Go read your Bible, man, and get you a Bible study group and y'all can study that together, man. The Bible said we're two or more together, and Jesus in the midst, man. Yeah, man, you can fellowship with each other, man. Uh-huh. You don't have to go listen to no fake one going up there telling you, yeah, this, here, that, up there dancing all this and stuff, man. See the way they raided that church up there yesterday, man? Yeah, man, that was against the Most High, and that was against everything that Dr. King taught. Yeah, man. So don't let the blind lead the blind, man. It's time for everybody to wake up now. It's time for those reparations to come on, like Dr. King said, he's going to catch that check, that Ben balance. It's time to catch that check, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, 25 million apiece. Hey, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what time it is. 25 million a head. Yeah, that's what time it is. All right. Be back at you tomorrow with another one. Dropping these jewels on you. I be talking about Davos. I'm waiting on them to come out with some more so I can see what they planning.